Hi everyone, welcome to Crazy Trades 24/7. In this live stream, we are going to focus on gold, silver, Bitcoin, and all the major and minor Forex pairs. And we are also going to see some of the major indices of the world major countries. So without any further ado, let's get started with gold. We still have around 20 minutes left before New York session opens. So let's get started with gold. Today we have seen a sideways consolidation in the gold. Price has been consolidating in this range of 4072 and 4042. This 30-point consolidation is a very significant one. You can clearly see this is the resistance one which is intact since uh, I mean 3rd August. Since yesterday, this consolidation range resistance is formed. And following to the yesterday's retest of the level 4019, price had shown a bounce back, following to which now it's moving in an upward direction. Our outlook is definitely on the bullish direction. We are looking for taking fresh long entries above 4072. But one thing which we must remember is we should only be taking long entries after the confirmation is arrived. Until 4072 level is breached and has already confirmed, we should not be initiating any entries here on this price chart. And one more thing that I wanted to point out is we should not be very rigid with our analysis for today, because if you look at the higher time frames, like let me pull up the 3 hourly chart. This is 3 hourly chart, and if you look at it, the trend or the general biasness on the higher time frames is on the bearish direction, no doubt about it, right? And when the biasness on the higher time frame is on the bearish direction, and price has already started to move in a sideways direction after a big decline. So from here on, it's very reasonable to expect a kind of a reversal or at least some rally on the bullish direction. To coincide with that stance, we are looking for here a bullish breakout, but we should not be holding this outlook very rigidly. Even if price gives a breakout below 4042, I personally would be comfortable into taking fresh shorts also. But for target, we should not be very optimistic beyond the level of 4019. This is the level I'd be expecting to retrace. I mean, if price gives a breakout below this level, this is the level which I will be targeting. So let's see how it unfolds. This was the trade that we took yesterday, and it went pretty well. We covered around 22 points here, which accounts for around 2200 pips. So this was a nice trade that we took yesterday. Let me erase this price projection. And for now, we'll be waiting for price to give a breakout above this resistance one. This is going to be our setup for today. And similar moves we have seen on silver as well. We'll discuss silver in a while. Upon breakout of 4072, the target that we would be expecting should be 4111. This is the target level. If price is able to give a breakout above this level, and if it's sustained, if it sustains, then upon correction, we would be taking up fresh longs upon pullback, and that would will continue holding that price, that our position till price reaches the level of 4110. This is going to be our ultimate target for today. But it might take some really long time, since price is in a kind of a dicey situation where it's consolidating within this range. You can clearly see price has faced multiple rejections from this R1, and as a support, this S1 has also supported price in the past also. You can clearly see this was all the support that price had got from this very level. So expecting a bounce back from this level was very kind of a given, and we adhered according to our stance, and here we are waiting for breakout above 4072. If we take long entries, then this is going to be our trade projection for today. We can place our stop loss below 4042. This is going to be the safest point where we should be keeping our stop loss. Above this level, I am not comfortable, because what if price retraces a bit and uh, by hitting our stop loss, what if it again bounce back to the higher levels? So it's just optimum to keep your stop loss below 4042. This is the lowest point which price had made during this consolidating period. So this is going to be our trade projection for today. This is 1:1 trade, and we cannot be realistically assume for price to give a breakout above 4112. This should be our ultimate target. Yes. Entry level is 4073, 4073.5. Yes, it's about to get triggered. Let's wait for a while. This is the high of 4072.970. We are expecting price to uh, give a breakout, and we'll be taking entry at 4074. Let's put there at 4074. SL can be placed at 4041. Yes, 4041 is going to be our stop loss, and for the target, we'll be expecting 4110 level. Our ideal situation would be if price consolidates here for some more time before giving a breakout. That would, but regardless of that, if price give a breakout above 4072, we'll be initiating our fresh longs at 4074. So let me keep here 4074. Yes, this is going to be our entry level, and we'll be placing our stop loss at 4041. Yes, our trade is active, I guess. Yes, trade is active now. 4041 is going to be our stop loss, and we'll be expecting the target as 4110. This is a trade for today. And yes, price has started to give moves in our direction now. Yes, it's going really well. Great, great going. It had already given a breakout. Now I don't think we need to worry. It's going to go in our favor. This is the up move that price has shown. This is quite steep. I feel like this price might take a correction for this up move, but that correction, might again take a reversal from somewhere in this from this level of 4060. So Technically, from the setup point of view, we are safe, and we just need to wait and watch till gold unfolds its move. Yes, these two levels are gone. This is the trade for 36 points, and our stop loss is 33 points. So, yes, let's see how it goes. Until now, it seems quite nice. This trade might take some longer time, but the reward is also very optimistic. Around 36 point is something which we are expecting in this trade. Yes, this is a clean breakout of this consolidating range, and along with that, price has given a breakout of a 4079 already. So most likely it's going to continue its move till the level of 4010, and with this we just need to hold our positions here. My God, something really crazy happening now. Gold is spiking like anything, and silver has given a breakout above this consolidating range. I mean, this is also a very significant event that had just occurred. I mean, I wanted to take a fresh long here above the level of 59.172, but looking at the price structure and the kind of stretched move that silver has shown since the very morning. I mean, since yesterday, it's showing a steep up move. This is the reason I'm not feeling that comfortable into taking fresh longs here on silver. But you cannot deny this fact that price has given a breakout over 59.316. So from here onwards, we would be expecting silver to continue rising till the level of 60.80. This is a significant resistance here on this price chart. After it gives a breakout above this level, it might retest this level. This is an ultimate, test for the silver. 60.80. It has given a breakout comfortably now. Is just trying to spend some time here, and it might take some more time till it reaches its ultimate target. So here it's going to test our patience. We need to hold our positions strictly. There's 5 minutes left uh, since the closing of the current 30-minute candle. We'll see how this candle gives closing, and according to that, we'll get some sense that how price is going to react in the upcoming trading sessions. It seems like price had got sold off at the higher levels, but it is still quite early to you know to come to any conclusion. So we have our position opened on gold. Now let's move towards silver. Let me erase this rising trend line. I don't think that has any uh, significance because the kind of steepness the price is showing, it really cannot be accommodated by any trend line for that matter. But the fact of the matter is silver has given a breakout above 59.316. However, it has still not closed yet above these levels, but it is still a very significant move on silver side, and from here on we might expect price to retest the level of 60.68. This is yet another strong level for silver, which it very likely to retest in the very near future. I mean, silver has shown around 4.7% moves in last 22 hours. And this is the kind of momentum we are talking about when we talk about silver. This is the bounce back which price has shown after yesterday's decline. And in less than 24 hours, it has already risen by around 4.5%. And it's expected to rise further. I mean, it's expected to continue. There's no doubt. This was the range which was intact since 29th July. And price had given a breakout above it. Now it's very likely that price is going to continue. Now, along with gold and silver, let's move towards Bitcoin and let's see what Bitcoin holds for us. But before that, give me a second. Yes, we are going to hold this position for now. We are not going to panic. We have our analysis correct, and now we are holding this position with a stop loss of 4041. Yes, silver is going very strong now. After this breakout, I mean, it's almost seems unstoppable now. Very strong moves on silver's part. And Is there any news because of which we are witnessing this kind of volatility? Let me recheck. Deal possible Tuesday or Wednesday on Hormuz. Because of this good news, we are getting this, you know, really good up moves on gold, silver. Yes, now it will retrace for this big up move that it had shown. After the retracement, it's expected to for gold to continue on the bullish direction again. So this is the retracement. It's expected to continue till the level of 4056 or 4055. And from these levels, it might face some reversal or kind of a Fibonacci push. And following to that, it's going to give a reversal for the pullback. Yes, silver is very strong. It's not even retracing now. Oil is down by around 3.5%. Let's see. This was the big three candle crash on 30-minute time frame that we had seen just now. This came after the announcement that we just saw. US Treasury Secretary Besant, gave this statement that deal possible on Tuesday or Wednesday on Hormuz. This was the reason behind this crash on oil, and it had given a breakout below this support of 77.82. This was the longest standing support since 14th July. And now price had given a breakout below this. I feel like it's going to now continue on the bearish direction. Looking at the price structure, price had given a breakout above this bearish trend line earlier, but it could not sustain above it. And now it's again falling back to the lower levels. Excuse me. Let's watch now GBP CAD. We had our trade open, not this one. This is the on intraday levels. We had open our trade today above this high. Let me place the trade projection here. This is the trade that I gave on Telegram channel today at 452. So you can clearly go and recheck. This was the entry level. And for target, we are expecting 0.8911. And stop loss should be at 8862. So this is the trade that we are waiting here. Yes, on 30-minute time frame, this was the trade. and we initiated this trade because of the reason that price gave a breakout above this high. This was the level which price established after it gave a breakout yesterday of this consolidation. Let me mark it for you. This was the consolidation above which it gave a breakout first, and after the breakout, it established this high, which was at the level of 1.8886. And from that level, it retraced, took support of the earlier resistance, and taking support of the earlier resistance, it again gave a bounce back. Upon breakout of this high, we initiated a fresh long. We are targeting here 1.8914. And since the trend was in a clear bullish direction, there was no doubt for you know to think of in the bearish direction. Trade was in clear bullish direction. This was the clear trend. This was the bullish trend. Price had given a breakout below this rising trend line, but this was more of a pullback, a kind of a correction for this big up move that we had seen. And after this correction came to an end, price had started to form higher highs and higher low structure, and following to which we initiated our longs. Now this trade is active. Let's see until when it will reach our target. I believe price might give a breakout above this level as well. There is a high chance that price might give breakout above 1.8918. These levels seems like they are there's a presence of some sellers here, but we should not be panicking here. We should be holding our position very tight because it's very likely that we are going to achieve our targets very soon. Now let's see Bitcoin, how Bitcoin is doing. This is 3 hourly chart on Bitcoin, and you can clearly see price had given a breakout above this bearish trend line. This was a declining trend line, and after the breakout, but this kind of breakout price had shown earlier as well, but it couldn't sustain above it. So what's the different this time? The different thing is price has taken a strong support of this level of 62,200. This was the level which was very close to an important Fibonacci retracement zone. And as we are considering this upswing as a primary trend, and this was the correction. So if you see, this was the swing one, this was the correction for that, and after the correction generally we expect a continuation on the previous direction, and since the previous direction was on a bullish side, we are expecting a price to give a breakout above this and continue further on the bullish direction. To align with that stance, we are now expecting price to give a breakout above this level. This is a 64,240. If price give a breakout below above this level, then we can initiate fresh longs with the stop loss of 63,290. 63,290 could be a strong stop loss level, since after the breakout of this bearish trend line, price has also consolidated here in a sideways direction. This is a more or less a consolidating range. Let me erase these levels here. Yes, this is a consolidating range here. Upon breakout of this level, we might want to initiate fresh long. First target would be 65,000 to retest of this uh, resistance zone here. This is not an immediate resistance. This is just resistance. Let's see gold. Yes, currently it's retracing, and let's check what's the retracement zone here. 4060. At the level of 4060, we are expecting gold to take a reversal here and again starts to continue on the bullish direction. So let's see if gold take reversal from the level of 4060 or not. Breakout is already confirmed now. Price had already given a closing breakout on closing basis. This was the 30-minute time frame, and it has already closed above the level of 4074. So we are definitely not betting on the wrong side, wrong direction, and that's the most important point. If you're not betting on the wrong direction and your stop losses are at the optimum distance, then you generally should not be caring about the trade. Let let the market handle that. This was Bitcoin. Next, let's see Ethereum. We are expecting Ethereum to show similar characteristics uh, as of what we saw on Bitcoin. But let's see. This is 4 hourly time frame on Ethereum. This is the bearish trend line. We have connected this trend line all the way since 27th July. And price has clearly respected this trend line multiple times. You can clearly see this was the first instance when price retested this level. This is the second, this is the third. And now it's trying to give a breakout above this level. So let's see, this is the first instance when price has given a breakout on the closing basis. This is again a sideways consolidating formation. Price has started to, price has stopped making newer lows here. This was the last low which price had made 1820, and since then it has not made any significant newer low. So from here on, we can see price kind of bottoming out. And as far as breakout is concerned and the trade is concerned, then we should not be expecting any trades before price breaches this level of 1898. This is the level of interest. If price gives a breakout above this, then only we should be initiating fresh longs for the target of 1940. This is going to be our first target. This is a strong resistance hold. Yes, if price gives a breakout above this, then this is going to be our target one. This is a nice trade that we initiated today. This was a very right point at which we entered this trade, and now it's continuing. This is the high of 1.8912. Yes, we have already achieved our target. This is the extended target that we had created. According to the trade that I gave, price has achieved its ultimate target already. I gave the level of 1.8911 as a probable target. Yes, this was the target that I gave. Gold and silver, they are again recovering after the correction. Yes, this is gold. After the pullback, it's again recovering back. It seems like price has given a breakout above this strong resistance zone here. If once this breakout is confirmed, and we'll be uh, concerning, we'll be taking this level as a confirmed breakout only if price closes above this level. However, initiating fresh longs could be done now, but we need to manage our risk properly. We should be placing our stop loss below 58.540 at least. And for the target, we can take this level as a ultimate target for us, 60.774. This was a nice setup. Looking at the big up move that we had seen since yesterday's retest of this 56.68. I was not feeling that confident in taking fresh longs here because this was a very steep up move. I would have felt more comfortable if price would have given some retracement or correction for this big up move, but we couldn't see that. Uh, so that's the reason we have not initiated any fresh longs here on silver, and instead we have taken long entries on gold. Yes, this is a trade that we took on gold today. Currently, it's trading in negative territory, but it's expected to recover back and reach its target of 4,110. This is really a nice setup because this was pretty large consolidation. Price was consolidating since 3rd August. And since yesterday, price has started to, after the Monday's gap up, price has been consolidating within this sideways direction, and this complete consolidating range has given a breakout. And you can also see this is a kind of an inverse head and shoulder formation. This is a left shoulder, this is head, and this is a kind of a right shoulder. So this level, this pattern has also seems like given a breakout as it has came. I mean, it has formed after a decline. Every reversal, every bullish reversal pattern, if it's formed after a big decline, then we might expect that to work out in our favor. So that's exactly what we are expecting here. I think gold is now going to retest our patience now. We need to hold this position. There is nothing to fear about, and I don't think we have any reason to panic at this moment. Gold and silver both are confirming each other. So there we have yet another kind of a confirmation. Yes, this is a Bitcoin, and price has marked its territory quite nicely, and it's consolidating within this range. It's not being able to give a breakout outside of this range. This is a R1, which is resistance one, and this is S1. This one generally signifies the immediate support and resistance. So this is the first hurdle when price is trying to move in the upper direction, and this is the first support which is preventing price from going further down. And since this formation is formed here after the breakout of this bearish trend line, so it hold extra significance, as in if price gives a breakout above 64,240, we can initiate fresh longs here. So this is going to be a nice entry point with the stop loss of 63,290. But one thing which we must be very clear of, if we would be initiating fresh longs only if we find some really nice trade setup, which means basically the risk reward should be satisfied. We generally do not take trades on the risk reward of less than one. So because you wouldn't want to lose on any trade more than you are chances of getting chances of gaining from that trade. Risk reward should always be on a positive side, and that too more than one is generally advisable. This is crude oil. It has given a breakout below 677.79, and this was the level which was intact since 14th July. So this might be a significant price movement here, and now I think crude might reach as the level of 74 now, 74.5. Let me check Fibonacci retracement here for this complete upswing, so that we could get some clear sense of how crude is going to react now. Yes, my doubt was very, I mean, correct in that sense, that price has given a correction for this complete upswing till the level of 0.618. This is what I was fearing, which basically means this upswing has now corrected, and after this correction we should be expecting a continuous move or a continued move in the bullish direction, which means gold might sorry, this is a crude oil might give a bounce back from this level, and again it may breach the level of 93.5, which may result into larger swings on the bullish direction. So this is crude oil for us. Now let's see what geopolitical situation is going to make that reality for us. Now let's see Ethereum. This Ethereum is also approaching its immediate resistance. This is at the level of 1898. If price gives a breakout above this level, then only we should be taking fresh longs. Level of 1940 should be our first target, as this level has rejected multiple upswings. You can clearly see this was the first upswing which got rejected from this level. This is the second, and this, after giving a breakout above this resistance, price couldn't sustain above this level. So it again retraced back. This was the third instance. This was the fourth. Now, I mean, since it has already established that price is taking resistance from this level multiple times, so we should not be expecting a breakout now. We should be expecting price to retest this level till 1940. So taking a conservative target, we should be uh, aiming for 1935 as a probable target for the breakout trade above 1899. Is finally gold has again started to move in our favor after the correction that we had seen just now. It's recovering back. Today we might see some really good, fireworks on gold now. I mean, this is the last hurdle that I see on gold. If price breaches this level, then I think the way till 4,110 is completely clear. Silver has already begun its uh, breakout moves now. Now, these level might have some substance in it to hold the silver back, but I don't think it's going to hold the silver back. It's going to retest the level of 60.75. And just look at the momentum of silver, how strongly it has bounced back yesterday. I had just shown now. Let me place this here. Yes, in less than 23 hours, silver has already gained around 6%, 5.84% up move on silver in past 22 hours. This is very significant, and this is a very, kind of a very nice momentum. And this kind of momentum generally uh, precedes a really nice reversal. So I'm not still convinced, but yes, I can say price might give a breakout of 60.93, and that might result into some short-term reversal and a sustained rally on the bullish direction. Let's see how it unfolds. Silver is leading, that's for sure. I mean, this has been always the case with gold and silver. Silver generally shows an amplified move of what we see on gold. They are highly correlated, but the magnitude differs. I think it's going to take some time, and after that, it's going to go up. Yes, finally, after the pullback, it's continuing in the bullish direction. I think gold is going to test our patience. So let's put some alerts here and we'll see some other pairs now. So this was gold, silver, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Now let's move towards some of the Forex pairs that we generally follow in this program. So this is USD CHF. Let's delete this first. This is daily time frame, and we had seen a channel formation here. Price is taking bounce backs from this channel's lower boundary and has been facing rejections from this channel's upper boundary. So here we are expecting a bounce back from this channel's midline. This is something which we had, you know, just a minute. Yes, this is something which I discussed yesterday also, that for from this channel's midline we are expecting a bounce back, because we have seen this tendency earlier also. All these times price was taking bounce backs from this channel's midline. We clearly see this was the bounce back, and also prices faced rejections from this midline also, which means this midline holds some strong significance to it. Price is respecting this midline clearly. Following to this, we are expecting a bounce back from this level again, and this bounce back might lead price to retest the level of this upper boundary, which is 0.82172. So this was our basic outlook, and accordingly we should be planning our trades. So if it shows some consolidation or a narrow consolidation is much stronger of a pattern. So if price forms a consolidating range here, and breakout of that range would lead to fresh long entry for us. So looking at the price structure as of now, it seems that if price consolidates here for a while, then we can take a breakout trade on that consolidation, placing our stop loss below that consolidating range low. So this is going to be our setup on USD CHF. But we are yet to find some consolidating range here, because looking at the price structure, I think 0.8129 is the only level which is significant here. And above this level, we can initiate fresh longs, but yes, we should be placing our stop loss at an optimum distance, because this is Forex. You can have very high volatility time period, and on that time period, we generally tends to lose our stop losses. So we should be very clear about that fact. Currently, price is retracing. Let it retrace, and we'll see till what level it continue its move in the lower direction. I think this might act as a support, because you can see price has taken support from this level multiple times in the past. All these times price has faced kind of a bounce backs. So similar, taking inference from these levels, we are expecting price to take bounce back from this level also. So we'll be holding this as a S1. Yes, upon bounce back, I mean, it's still falling. I think if price forms some kind of a narrow consolidation of this kind, this was a nice consolidation pattern, but price gave a breakout below it. This would have been nice breakout trade for the bearish direction. Similar way, this kind of consolidation we are looking here at this level. If price consolidates and give a breakout on the bullish direction, then that should be our ideal priority, because the channel is in the bullish direction. It's not declining, it's sloping on the bullish direction. So that's the reason I'm more interested into taking fresh longs than to initiate fresh shorts. So this is USD CHF for you. We are yet to see some really nice consolidation on the price chart here on USD CHF. Next, we have Euro USD. And let me erase all these trade projection that we had placed. So yes, let's start with Euro CHF. On daily time frame, this is nice breakout that we had seen above the this bearish trend line and this strong resistance, which was earlier acting as a resistance. Now it's changed its polarity. Now it's acting as a support. It's supporting price from moving further down. So here on, taking long trade should be our priority. Upon breakout of any significant consolidation should be our ideal place to initiate fresh longs. Like we have marked it here. Upon breakout of this level would have been our fresh opportunity to take long trades. But since price has given a breakout on the bearish direction, we are not interested into this price setup. Above this level, we could have taken a long entry if price gives a breakout above this level of around. Let me place a price tag here. Yes, this is not this one. 0.9334. This is the price tag. Above this level, if price gives a breakout and we find some really nice setup or a nice consolidation in a very narrow range, then we can take a long entry above this level, placing our stop loss below that consolidating range. So this should be our on a priority list for USD CHF. Overall trend is in a bullish direction. Taking long entries would have higher chances of playing out in our favor. So this was Euro CHF. Next we have GBP odd. Let's check out this pair on higher time frames. And yes, it has shown a bounce back from this purple zone that we had drawn earlier. This is a nice Fibonacci retracement zone for this upswing, and you can clearly see how accurately price has taken a rejection or kind of a reversal from this level, and it has tried to move in the bullish direction. Now it's facing some kind of rejection. I feel like price is going to continue on the bullish direction, that's for sure. Looking at the price structure, I am very confident that price is going to give a breakout above 1.9481. This is the level which I am I am looking for, and if price gives a breakout above this, this would be our entry level. And for a stop loss, we would be placing below this pullback's low, and we'll be targeting 2.0117. Let's look at from the smaller time frames. This is GBP odd, and after getting a bounce back from this level of 1.9, price has came to these levels and now it has again started to face rejection. Price might again give a bounce back from this level, I feel. Because this is a strong support and giving a bounce back from the at the confluence of a strong support and a rising trend line. It's not that difficult for price. And if it gives a breakout, I mean, kind of a after a bounce back, if it breaks above the 1.9262, then there's a very high chance of price continuing till its trigger our important level of entry. Next we have odd JPY. This is daily time frame odd JPY. Price had given a breakout below 111.113. This was a significant support zone from where price had given a breakout on 31st July. After this breakout, currently it's trying to give a pullback. Most likely this pullback is going to get sold off at higher level. And after the sell-off, I mean, at the words of sell-off, we will be looking for fresh short setup. If we could find some selling opportunity here, we should be initiating it because this sell-off is going to continue. Looking at the price structure, we are very convinced that this sell-off is most likely to get to continue on the lower direction. To aligning to that view, we should be expecting a kind of a reversal formation here, kind of head and shoulder, double top, or simple consolidation. And upon breakout of all those topping formation, if we could enter this market, then that's going to be our really nice setup for this price chart. This is a nice trend line that price has been trending quite nicely. And as of this price chart, I think this is a support zone. Let me place some alerts here so that whenever price come below this level, we could get the notifications so that we can initiate our fresh shorts. This is kind of head and shoulder formation that's forming here. We would be taking fresh shorts if it gives a breakout below this neckline, and we'll be keeping our stop loss above the high of right shoulder. I mean, this is what I am talking. Let me show it by drawing the path. This is the left shoulder. This is the head which price had already formed. And upon retest of this neckline, it's again going to give a bounce back. And one more bump it is going to form. And below this breakout, we'll be initiating fresh shorts. And this is going to be our, no, this is going to be our complete formation. And we'll be keeping our stop loss at these levels. This is what I'm trying to say. This is the stop loss level. Yes, 110.747. Price again went and retested the same level, and again it had got rejected from that level. I feel it will require a couple of more retest before it could successfully give a breakout above that resistance. Silver is, I mean, going crazy. It has almost retested the level of 60.04, which is ultimate, not an ultimate, but an immediate resistance on the price chart. Silver is very bullish. It's showing really nice momentum. And I'm getting this kind of feeling that gold might continue again on the bullish direction. This is just a matter of time. Here, for today, it seems that silver has moved the first, uh, has shown its first move, which gold is going to continue. Gold is going to follow this move. It's a 3 hourly time frame gold chart, and you can see all the pullback that gold had shown in the price chart earlier on smaller time frames. It do not have any traces on 3 hourly chart. It just seems very bullish to me, and if it closes in the green, this is going to be a really nice bullish continuation chart, and we would not be even doubting the bullish move. This is 5 minute time frame on gold. You can clearly see prices forming higher highs and higher lows on closing basis. So after this correction, we are expecting if price takes reversal from this level, then it's again going to give a breakout above 4085, which will lead to price registering a newer high. Biasness is definitely on the bullish side. I mean, no doubt about it. Prices has also given a breakout above some of the significant levels. This was 4079. So let's get back to our forex pairs that we were analyzing. This is Euro GBP. And after this bigger breakout that we had seen, this is a more than a year long consolidation from where price had given a breakout. And after this breakout, this is the pullback that we have seen. And this pullback is going to get reversed. And after that reversal, we would be expecting price to show its move in the bullish, bearish direction. So we can, time it further on the smaller time frame for taking fresh shots. This is the double top formation which price had already formed. This is kind of a double top, not exactly, but one thing which I can say with very clarity that we can initiate fresh shots below these levels. This is a nice setup here. Below 0.8541, we can take fresh shots with the stop loss above the high, most recent high that price had made. As of now, this high is at 0.8574. We can keep our stop loss at 0.8576. And yes, with this, we'd be targeting for the level of 0.8484. This is going to be our first target. This is 57 pip trade, and this is very high conviction trade because after a pullback and pullback has got rejected from this Fibonacci retracement zone which we had drawn earlier. This was a strong Fibonacci retracement zone of 0.5 and 0.618, and you can clearly see it's acting perfectly and it has reversed its pullback. That's exactly what you know Fibonacci retracement tools are known for. So they have reversed its pullback, and after this reversal is going to continue on the bearish direction. So this is nice trade setup. And let me label this low as well. This is 0.8542. Next, this is Euro USD. And on this price chart, we have seen a nice up move on 29th July. And after those up moves, now price is forming kind of a topping formation. This is most likely going to be a consolidation. And once this consolidation is formed, price is going to give a breakout above it. Since the outlook is on the bullish direction, we would be expecting price to give a breakout above this consolidation. If you look at from the smaller time frame, this is the price structure here. This is very narrow consolidation. And even after this consolidation, price did give a breakout above it, but it couldn't sustain above these levels. So I don't know what we should be expecting here, but one thing is for sure, we should not be taking any trades in this particular pair. These are trading on Euro USD is kind of taking trades on indices. It moves very slow. There's no any volatility which we could capitalize upon. This is most likely to keep crawling within a range for days. So this is not something which I prefer for taking trades. Next we have Euro NZD. This is daily time frame price chart, and this is the bounce back that we were expecting, and price did give a bounce back from this level. Now after the bounce back, we were expecting that price might continue till this ultimate resistance of 2.022. But contrary to what we thought of, price had again faced a rejection and kind of shown a reversal at the lower levels only. This is 1.9786. After this reversal, price is again retesting this strong support here, 1.9549. Now from this level, again, we would be expecting a bounce back. I mean, looking at the price structure, it doesn't make sense for expecting a breakout below this level, because this is, I mean, let me see. This level is intact since 2025 July. So it's been a year since this level is intact, and price has shown almost 5 times bounce back from this level. So more or less, price is going to consolidate within this narrow range. After that consolidation, it might give a breakout on the bullish direction. We are not here to expect a breakout on bearish direction. Even if it happens, we would not be participating in that. We should be looking for short rates on the pullbacks only after the breakout. Taking breakout trade on this kind of pattern is not that convincing, and I generally don't have that kind of confidence while taking shots on these long consolidations. So next we have odd USD. This is odd USD. We are expecting a bounce back from this level, and rightly, according to our expectation, price had given a bounce back. Now it's moving, forming a nice higher highs and higher lows formation. Looking at 4 hourly time frame, it seems convincing that price is going to make a newer high above the level of 0.7049. This is the rising trend line, which price is respecting quite nicely. You can clearly see this is the first, second, and the third instance when the price has respected this trend line, and now it's moving in the bullish direction. Taking trade is still not advisable until it reaches the level of 0.7050. This is the highest point of this newer rising trend line. So if price breaches this level, then there is a very high chance that price is going to make a newer high. And for that small window, you can capitalize on that. But the right trade would be when price return back to the, this rising trend line and form kind of consolidation. And upon consolidation, if it gives a breakout, then breakout trades at a after a consolidation at rising trend lines vicinity in a rising trend should be our priority, because that includes four layers of confirmation for us. If you look at the points which were in our favor at this level, there was a trend which was in a bullish direction, which was going in a bullish direction. This is point number one. And the second point was it has already shown a pullback after a good up move. So this was again a kind of a Fibonacci retracement zone, kind of a bullish zone. This was the point number two. Third point was we had initiated long entry after the consolidations breakout. So aligning to the our outlook on the higher time frames, we have initiated short long entry on smaller time frames. So that's a confirmation, and that's very confirming thing to do. So that's the layer three of confirmation. And the fourth thing is we would be having very small stop loss here. Because if you are expecting to take a long trade here, if you couldn't find some really nice consolidation, then you really couldn't take any long trades here. Because if you were to take a long trade above this level, then you must keep your stop loss below this significant low to stay safe from the whipsaws. So if you combine that point on this price chart, then you'll clearly see this was a nice setup because we had a very lean and a very thin stop loss. Next, we have USD JPY, and similar to the moves that we had seen on Euro JPY, this is a move that we are currently witnessing on USD JPY. Price has shown a clean, big pin bar candle. This is a kind of a rejection candle, which is preventing price from going further down. So from here on, this is a pullback, and on pullbacks, taking short trade should be our priority for this kind of price setup. So if you zoom in a bit, you'll clearly find you'll found that this is a rising trend line, and price has already given a breakout below this rising trend line. We just need to find a clear horizontal support below which if price gives a breakout, and we go to initiate fresh shorts. So this is a optimum level in my sense. Let me This is going to be an optimum neckline for me. If price breaks below this level, then we might want to initiate fresh shorts for USD JPY, looking at the price structure and the bearishness that price is showing uh, in from past week itself. This is neckline. If price gives a breakout below this level, then we can only after a consolidation. If price consolidates at these levels for a considerable amount of time, and after that consolidation, if it gives a breakout below this neckline, then we can initiate fresh shorts, keeping our stop loss at the high of that range. That consolidating range high should be our optimum level to place our stop loss, and this should be our first target that we would be expecting. Okay, this is 156.25. This is the target that we would be expecting if price breaks this neckline of 157.26. So this is USD JPY. Looking at the trend, price is already in a bearish trend line. This is the kind of decline that we had seen, and after every pullback, we are here to look for fresh shorting opportunities. So yes, this is going to be our outlook for USD JPY for upcoming days. It's very bearish, and we should only be looking for fresh shorts. This is the lowermost level. This is 157.224. 157.224. Yes. Next, we have CAD JPY. And yes, as expected, this is more or less similar structure of what we saw on USD JPY. These both pairs moves in a kind of a similar direction. And this was the breakout which we saw on 30th July. And after this breakout, price is currently it can be seen as taking support of 111.88. From this level, a bounce back is expected, but that bounce back might not last longer. It's most likely to get sold sell off at the higher levels. So upon the bounce back, we would be expecting to take fresh short entry. Like we saw on USD JPY here also, we would be expecting price to consolidate, and upon consolidation, if price gives a breakout below uh, optimum neckline, which in our case, this is the neckline, and this is the low which we will be looking forward to if price gives a breakout below this low. This low is 111.886. If this is gone, then we would be looking for fresh shorts here. And at the time of taking entry, we can decide at which level we want to keep our stop losses. Ideal situation would be if price consolidates at this level, and after that consolidation, uh, if it gives a breakout, that consolidation high could be considered as a strong stop loss level for the fresh shorts. Let me place some alerts here. Next, we have GBP USD. And let's look at from the higher time frame so that we could get some sense of the trend on which it's moving. Yes, this is a nice consolidating range. And within this consolidating range, price is currently moving in an upward direction. After facing bounce back from this level of 1.3172, price has formed this high of 1.3547. And after forming this high, it has shown a pullback, call it a correction. After this correction, it's again started to move in the bullish direction. So our outlook is generally on a bullish direction on this kind of pair. We are looking forward to taking long trades here. Shorting should be avoided. But this kind of a structure is not that clean. I mean, if it would have consolidated in a sideways range, then we would have thought of taking long entries. This is kind of a topping formation which is uh, getting formed here. So we are not going to participate in the short trade in this particular pair. I mean, we are interested into taking long trades, so we would be happy to take long trades if price gives a breakout above 1.3505 up. Except that, yes, this is a kind of a neckline, but we are not going to take shorts below this level. Let's look it from the 15-minute time frame. This was a nice consolidation, and this breakout would have yielded in around 1:2 risk reward trade with a narrow stop loss. Let me recheck. Above this breakout, this would have been, the risk reward is still around less than 1. So we would have avoided this trade. Next, we have NZD USD. This is a bullish trade. This is a bullish script where price is showing really, sustained bullish move since 25th June. Yes, gold has again shown its big spike on the upper direction, and it has again got rejected. Let's look at on the 5-minute time frame. You can clearly see this was a kind of a really nice spike. Now I think it's safe to trail our stop loss at the level of 4,059 in my sense. 4,059 should be now an optimum level to place your stop loss for, as price has consolidated here and it has made this low here. Beyond this level, price is not making fresh lows, so we can place our stop loss at these levels now. Yes, the level which we were fearing that price might not give a breakout from, price had already taken out the level of 4,087.665. Now, after giving a quick spike, it has again retraced back to the lower levels. Let's see how long will it take before it could give some really nice bullish moves. Let's see if there was some news. Yes, an announcement is expected regarding the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. A high-ranking source told Al Arabiya. That was the news basically because of which we had seen this spike. And looking at the price structure, it does make sense that some kind of news or some kind of positive uh, developments on the Iran and US war front is going to come up because we are witnessing this kind of a structure, and if this structure really work out in our favor, then it's going to retest 4110. To back this move, we need some kind of news. So that's anyway going to come up. This is 30-minute time frame price chart. We had entered this trade at 4074. So now it's trading at 4085. Let's once check out silver. I think 50% of the moves we have already captured now. This is the benefit of taking trades in the direction of the trend. If you would have taken a short trade here, I mean, it would be like a disaster. And we have also kept our stop loss very far, so there is no need to panic also. We might want to, trail our stop loss till the level of 4059. But I feel because of these, long swings, the risk could be higher if we trail our stop loss to the higher levels. So let's rest the stop loss at the level of 4041. Yes, Bitcoin is also at the verge of giving a breakout above 64,240. This is again going to be a significant breakout, in my opinion. Ideally, we should be placing our stop loss below 63,290. But looking at the price structure, I mean, this is just a tentative plot. I mean, this is not a trade setup. Now let's see Ethereum. This is yes, 5 minute closing. Uh, it came already. Now this is the highest 5 minute closing in recent times. Yeah, it's getting stronger. Yes, it's going to be a very quick move. So now we'll be trailing our stop loss till 4059. 4059 is going to be our stop loss. Now price might retrace for the upswing, which started at 650. Now we are expecting a correction for this upswing. This is the upswing, and for this up move, we are expecting a correction till the level of 4073 maximum. And from that level, it might again, take a bounce back, and again it might start to continue on the higher levels. So 4090 was our target one. This was TP1. Now this trade is for 2.4 risk reward. Since we have trailed our stop loss to the higher level, now this trade is for 2.5 risk reward, among which 1:1 is already booked. Now let's move at GBP USD. I think we have already seen this chart. Next we have LGD USD. On daily time frame, this is a very bullish chart, and you can clearly see this is kind of a breakout from a cup and handle formation. This was a cup, this is a handle, and price had given a breakout above this level. So now from here onwards, we should be having a bullish outlook. Taking long trades should be only taken. I mean, we should not be initiating any fresh shorts. And we have to find this kind of consolidation pattern. If we find this kind of narrow consolidations after a strong pullbacks, then this is the optimum level for initiating fresh longs. So this was a nice opportunity here for taking long entry above 0.5875 with a stop loss of, I mean, this would have been our trade projection. Like for the stop loss, we'd be placing below this level. So this is around one risk reward trade, and you can see how beautifully it went. The main thing which we were focusing here on this trade in this kind of price structure is its underlying trend. First, look at on the daily time frame. This is very bullish up move, right? Price has taken a correction, and it has again given a breakout above that correction's high. I mean, the high which it had formed before starting a correction, price had given a breakout from this. So the outlook is very strong, and on a smaller time frame also, if you could find some narrow consolidation and aligning to the outlook on higher time frames, if you initiate any trades, then that trade is you know that trade has very high chance of working out in your favor. So this was a really nice setup. Now let's move at the gold. We are again witnessing some really nice up moves. Yes, TP1 again price has hit this level. If you want to book your 50% of your target, then you can go for it. Now we are eyeing for 4110. It's just a matter of time. Price is just uh, testing our patience, how long we could hold this trade. We are in green, so we don't have anything to worry. This is 4090, and this is silver. If you want to take a look at silver, this was really a crazy moves on silver that we had seen today. Price had given a breakout over 59.316, and soon after that, it had continued its up move and had retested the level of 59.97, which is a very significant resistance. You can clearly see price has rejected, this level has rejected a very strong up move. I mean, at least twice in the past. So there's a high chance that price might again get rejected from this level, but we'll wait for the confirmation, and we would not be speculating at this phase. 53.54. I think this trade is going to continue, and this might we need to carry on for tomorrow as well. Let's get back to our forex. Yes, this was the move which we were expecting, and it had went really nice. Next, we have USD CAD, and let's look at the overall trend on higher time frame. This is daily time frame chart, and you can clearly see price has shown a really nice 2 month long rising trend. This was a good upswing and a very strong one, which had given a breakout above this significant resistance zones. This was a first significant resistance which it gave breakout from. This was a second resistance, and now after it has started to kind of take a pullback. If this pullback formation is complete, once this pullback formation is completed, we'll take long entries above the level of 1.41301. This is going to be our breakout level because this is a nice pullback. And when pullback reversal is confirmed, we'll be initiating fresh long entries. So this should be ideal long, long entries level. And on a smaller time frame, after every decline, if we find some really nice setup or a consolidating range, you can also initiate fresh long entries at that level also, like this kind of structure. And this was a nice structure. This was also a nice structure. Price consolidated in a sideways direction for a while. And after this consolidation, it gave a breakout on the upper direction. This was easily two risk reward trade. 1.5 risk reward trade, and it went really well. You can clearly see this was the breakout of this range. And after the breakout, since the underlying trend is in the bullish direction, there was, we were not confused. We were almost certain that price is going to go up. So taking long trades on every smaller consolidation makes sense then. So you could have taken a long trade above 1.4048 for the target of 1.4066 and with the stop loss of 1.4038. This was nice trade setup. Next we have NZD CAD. This is daily time frame price chart, and yes, this is a breakout indeed. This is a around a year long consolidations breakout. This was the level from where price has faced multiple rejections. You can clearly see this was the first instance when it faced rejection. Yes, these were multiple instances when price faced rejection. These were the clearly 1, 2, 3. And after all these rejections phase, price is currently giving a breakout above this uh, consolidation. This would be a nice positional long entry on NZD CAD because this is not only the breakout of resistance zone. There was a presence of a decade long bearish trend line. Let me draw it for you. A bearish trend line which was intact since 2016. This also got taken out from this uh, breakout. This was the bearish trend line, and since price is giving a breakout above this significant consolidation, this becomes the dual confirmation for this breakout. If it sustains, I would be more interested into taking fresh entries on pullbacks rather than participating in this trend. I'd be waiting for price to give a pullback. If price gives a pullback and it consolidates in a sideways direction, and after that consolidation, if it gives a breakout on the upper direction, then that should be my priority for taking fresh longs on NZD CAD, then to participate in this breakout, because most likely there's going to be very ambiguous situation here. Price may get failed to give a breakout. There's a very high chance that price might consolidate in a very wide range at these levels. So after all those moves are over, I'll be entering at the safest level. So NZD CAD is positionally long. But looking at the structure, taking a long entry at pullback make more sense to me. Now let's look at gold once again. It has again retraced back. This is 30-minute time frame closing. Yes, again the up move has started. Price has formed a newer high. After forming a newer high, it has supposed to uh, form a newer higher low. And I think this is the higher low which price had already formed. After forming this, it is supposed to give a breakout of its previous swings high. So the breakout of 4093 would lead price to the further upper levels. And I think if price gives a breakout of this level, the level of 4110 is not that far. This is 1 minute time frame price chart. It has retraced back all the way till its till the level from where the new upswing began, exactly at 770. And we didn't expected that gold is going to test our patience so much today. I mean, we had entered this market at 515, and since then we are long, and we are still holding this position. It's crazy. This is odd USD. It's showing some bullish moves. Taking long entry is possible. It's definitely an option with us. This is above 70.7050 should be our fresh long entry levels for odd USD. I would like to see some narrow consolidation for us to place our stop losses at the lower, to place our narrow stop losses. But until we find all those narrow consolidation, I think the move would be exhausted. I mean, it has already started to consolidate at these levels. I think now we should close our trade, maybe. You can clearly see this is the fourth time when has tried to breach this level of 4090 but couldn't give a closing for even once. So there's definitely some strong bearish sentiment or sellers pressure at these levels. That's the reason for shifting my outlook. But yes, move is going to be on the bullish direction. That's for sure. It's just taking quite a long time. So that's the reason I'm getting this feeling that we should close this trade. We're still in green, so it should not be worrying for us. But let's see. If 4093 is gone, then I don't think it will take very long time. It will be an easy move. 4090 level is causing problem for us now. I'm just looking at the sheer number of instances. Price had tried to give a sustained up move above 4090, but it had failed. So you can clearly see first, second, third, all three times price has retraced back. I mean, completely from the till the level at which it opened. So this is kind of very tricky situation here. It's definitely inching north, but this level is creating problem for us. I think we should be closing our trades now at 4090. I really don't want to lose on these, big moves that we had already captured. I don't want to give this cap moves to the market now. Should we trail or not? This is the closing candle of 15-minute time frame. Let's see if it closes. Is the candle is closed? 15-minute candle is closed. Now I think we might see some nice up moves. This 15-minute time frame closing is leading our confidence that up until now this is the first time when 15-minute time frame closing 15-minute time frame candle has closed above 4090. So I think from here onwards we should see some upside, but no thanks. I'd like to close my trade here at 4090. This is 4090 trade close. Yeah, this was and about to come. I still feel this, the up move is not yet completed. It might continue on the higher direction. This is just a retracement, which price is facing after this big up move. But the kind of rejections it has faced continuously, you can clearly see the longer upper wicks. This is a clear sign of bearishness or sellers entering into the market. So after finding this strong evidence, even if we stay stuck with the kind of trade, and it would not be, it would be like going against your rules. So we have just closed our trades now. Yes, this was nice trade that we took today, and it also closed in green. So yes, good day. Now let's see, since we have already closed our trade, now let's see what's the outlook from here on. This is the upswing, which price is to which price is currently retracing for, and this retracement is expected to get reversal from 4081, but the strongest point is 4073. This is going to be the strongest point from where there would be very high chance if price retraces till this level. This is going to be very strong push from the bulls. So we'll be waiting for this consolidation or retracement to end. Once this retracement is done, we'll be waiting for consolidation. And after that consolidation, if price gives a breakout again on the upper direction, then we will be initiating fresh longs. However, taking long entries now, I mean, is not something which I'd be advising. But looking at the price structure, it seems like price might retest this level of 4,100, 4,110. So that was my conviction. But yes, it didn't went like we planned, but still we managed to capture some really good moves. From the level of 4,074, we managed to capture 4,090. So this was again a nice trade. Let's see silver. Yes, silver started to retrace. Most likely it's a pullback. But after this pullback, if it forms some base and if it tries to move on the higher direction again, then we can take fresh longs on silver. The momentum on silver is very strong, even stronger than the momentum we saw on gold. Let's see Bitcoin. This Bitcoin is again retraced back within this consolidating range. It's moving back and forth within this range. So till this consolidation range is intact, we should not be entering into any trades. This is a fight which going on between bulls and the bears. They are trying to decide the direction for this upcoming move. So at this verge, we should not be taking any entries. Let the market decide in which direction they are interested into, and then only we would be looking for fresh entries. However, our biasness is for the bullish direction, looking at the price structure and the moves preceded by this consolidation. As it seems on the bullish direction, we would be looking for trades on the buy trades. So this is Bitcoin for you. So I think that's all for today. It's a wrap. We'll meet again tomorrow at the same time from 5 p.m. IST till 8 p.m. IST, where we'll cover New York session and the kind of trades that we took yesterday. We'll also try, we'll try again tomorrow to find some really nice trades on gold, silver, and some of the Forex pairs. So that's all. Thanks for joining this session. Goodbye.